So we have a cube like this, which is made up of wires, and you have a battery at, say, junction E. At junction A, the current enters in, and each of these wires has a resistance R, as shown in the figure. So the problem is that we need to compute the equivalent resistance here. So for such a purpose, we have to use Kirchhoff's law. There is no other way around it to compute equivalent resistance. So basically we want to reduce the above diagram to a simple circuit like this. So to compute the resistance, we cannot reduce this to resistance in series or parallel. So we have to use Kirchhoff's rule. So the first law we will use is that the current entering the junction is equal to current leaving the junction. And the second thing we want to use is symmetry. So notice that this is a cube. The current enters from the opposite side and each edge has the same resistance. So we will also use symmetry to allocate current other than the junction rule. So suppose current of 6I enters the cube at junction A. So since there are three resistance, equal resistance in all directions, current 2I enters in the three directions. So 2I goes from A to A prime, 2I goes towards B, and 2I goes towards D from the junction A. Now say the current reaches junction D. Now the current will split up equally by symmetry. It will go I towards D prime and I towards C. Now again the current reaches junction B and it will again split up I towards B prime and I towards C, and again at junction A prime the current 2I will split up as I towards B prime and I towards D prime. Now at junction C you have current 2I coming out of it because current I is coming in from B and I is coming in from C. Similarly, you have current 2I coming out from junction D prime because you have I and I coming in. And you have 2I coming out of junction B prime because I is coming from B and I is coming from A prime. So finally, at junction C prime, you will have 6I coming out of it because you have 2I coming from B prime, 2I coming from D prime, and 2I coming from C. So 6I comes out of it. So we have used first law and we have used symmetry to allocate current flowing through the cube. Now once we have done this, everything else is really simple. We will just pick up a loop and that will help us compute the equivalent resistance. So now second law, that is the loop rule. So you have to take a loop. So we have to take a closed loop, and the loop we take is E, A prime, B prime, C prime, and then back to E. So the loop is E, A prime, B prime, C prime, and back to E. So you start by fixing in the battery delta V minus. Now we just have to worry about the current where there is a resistance. So the current splits in three directions, but in the loop we only have A prime. So we worry about the loop. So you have minus 2I times R, that is the loop A prime. In the loop A prime B prime, we have just current I, so you have minus I times R. Then in the loop B prime C prime, you have current 2I, so you get minus 2I times the resistance. This is equal to 0. So from here you get delta V is equal to 5 times IR. But you also know that if you had a simple circuit, then this delta V would be equal to 6I times R. So in a simple circuit, delta V would be equal to 6 times R equivalent. Yeah, because 6I is the current which is leaving the battery. That's what we have shown. So now you just equate these two. 6I times R equivalent is equal to 5IR. So I cancels out. So you get R equivalent is equal to 5 by 6 R.